You sit more. You avoid stairs. You take your meds, follow your doctor's advice. And still, your heart feels like it's carrying a quiet weight. Not pain, not panic. But something isn't right. And here's the part most people miss. A failing or ischemic heart doesn't just struggle with movement. It struggles with mixed signals, the kind your body sends without you noticing. The way your skin touches fabric. The rhythm of your thoughts when no one's around. The way you transition from effort to stillness without closure. Every one of those tiny inputs affects your vascular tone, your nervous system, your breathing pattern, and your heart load. So if your heart still feels heavy, even on quiet days, it's not your imagination. This video isn't about doing more. It's about noticing what your body interprets as tension and turning those silent alarms off. Because some of the most powerful relief doesn't come from new treatments. It comes from stopping the things that quietly overwhelm you every single day. Let's begin. Part 1. 5 overlooked daily inputs that keep your heart in alert mode. 1. Switching tasks too fast without closing the last one. You may not think of transitions as pressure. But when you move from one activity to the next, without mentally or physically closing the last, your nervous system stays open. That creates invisible tension, and your heart responds by tightening. It's not speed, it's lack of closure. Add closing signals to your day. Say aloud, "That part is done," before starting something new. Close drawers, tabs, or doors with intention. Not rush. Breathe deeply once between every activity. Touch a fixed surface, table, chair, door frame, before moving on. Stretch your hands briefly between tasks. Your brain wants to feel finished. And when it does, your heart gets to slow down. 2. Having background noise on all day, especially human voices. Even if you think it's just sound, your brain constantly monitors voice tone, rhythm, and meaning. When the TV, radio, or even podcasts run non-stop in the background, your nervous system stays slightly alert, trying to track conversation, tone, urgency. Your heart interprets that as mild threat, especially in a fatigued or failing system. Reset your audio field. Choose music without lyrics for background. Turn off sound completely for 20 to 30-minute windows. Use ambient nature sounds instead of news or commentary. Let silence be intentional, not a gap to fill. Avoid falling asleep with voices playing near you. Mental quiet equals physical recovery, especially for a heart that's trying to regulate. 3. Wearing textured or scratchy clothing, especially on the upper body. When fabric lightly irritates your skin, your body may not notice consciously, but your sensory nerves do. That constant, low-level stimulation keeps your sympathetic system slightly engaged, tightening breathing and subtly reducing vagal tone. Softness isn't luxury. It's regulation. Soften your contact. Avoid textured seams or tags around your ribs, collarbone, and upper back. Choose smooth, breathable materials. Cotton, bamboo, soft synthetics. Use undershirts to buffer zippers or rough stitching. Notice if you feel more calm when wearing loose clothing. That's real change out of public clothes into comfort clothes as soon as you get home. When your skin relaxes, your chest wall does too. That gives your heart room to breathe. 4. Holding your body too still for too long, especially while resting. Stillness is good, but stiff stillness, where your muscles lock into place during rest, creates internal resistance. Most people lie on the couch or sit in a chair and go rigid without noticing. That braced resting builds tension over time, and the heart feels it. Replace stillness with softness. Gently shift your weight every 10 to 15 minutes. Let one hand rest on your abdomen. Invite movement. Do micro movements. Shoulder rolls, ankle circles, jaw releases. Rest with limbs slightly apart, not crossed or clenched. Use soft blankets or cushions that encourage sinking, not stiffening. Rest isn't about freezing, it's about releasing. 5. Breathing up into your collarbones, instead of down into your lower ribs. Most adults, especially when fatigued or anxious, breathe shallowly, lifting the shoulders slightly with each breath. This uses accessory muscles, compresses the upper chest, and sends a signal to the brain that something is wrong. For a heart under pressure, this pattern only makes things harder. Reconnect to low breath. Sit with one hand on your belly, one on your chest. Inhale slowly, trying to move only the lower hand. Exhale longer than you inhale, gently, without force. Practice 3 to 5 breaths, like this before meals, rest, or conversations. Smile gently while exhaling. This engages calming muscles. Lower breath equals lower pressure, equals lower load on the heart. Which of these daily signals are you sending to your heart without realizing it? Leave a comment. Someone might discover what's been quietly holding their chest tight. Like this video if one idea made you breathe softer. And subscribe, because in Part 2, we'll explore the way you use your home, chairs, light switches, hallways, and how those patterns either heal or overload your heart. Part 2. How everyday home. Setups quietly overwork your heart, and how to reroute the load. Your home is supposed to be your resting place. But for a heart that's already under pressure, even small physical environments can create hidden resistance. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your space is sending signals. Signals about movement, effort, angles, and attention. And when your brain sees obstacles, tight spaces, hard chairs, awkward objects, your nervous system adjusts. That adjustment often means tension. And tension, especially in the chest, diaphragm, or shoulders, makes the heart's job harder than it needs to be. Let's explore 5 small, overlooked ways your space may be quietly increasing your cardiac load, and how to turn that space into support. 1. Using low or unstable chairs that collapse posture. When you sink into a soft or sagging chair, your pelvis tilts backward, your diaphragm collapses forward, and your lungs compress. That posture puts your heart under subtle physical pressure, especially during digestion or rest. It may feel comfortable, but your body is compensating underneath. Upgrade your support. Use firm, stable chairs that allow your hips to stay slightly above your knees. Add a rolled towel or cushion behind your lower back for upright posture. Sit closer to the edge if the chair is deep, with feet flat and spine tall. Avoid reclining fully after meals. Stay semi-upright for 30 to 60 minutes. Choose one alignment chair and make it your main sitting spot. When your skeleton supports you, your heart doesn't have to. 2nd, placing frequently used items just out of reach. Grabbing objects from high shelves, bending for drawers, or twisting for light switches seems harmless. But repeated reach and strain patterns activate bracing in the ribs, neck, and upper spine, exactly where blood vessels and nerves pass near the heart. This repeated pattern of micro-effort builds subtle internal pressure. Bring ease within arm's reach. Move most used items, meds, cups, towels, to between chest and waist level. Keep water, glasses, or chargers close to where you sit or sleep. Use hooks or baskets for daily items near your natural reach zone. Avoid keeping items behind closed doors if they're used every day. Place effort-reducing tools, like grabbers or stools, in easy access too. Effort isn't noble. It's costly for a tired heart. 3. Navigating cluttered walkways that require stepping around or over even tiny interruptions in your walking path, like shoes on the floor, cords, baskets, or tight turns, increase micro-stress. Your body must plan, hesitate, and adjust posture. That hesitation creates a spike in mental tension, which affects vascular tone. Open space equals open flow. Clear your path. Keep walkways between bed, bathroom, chair, kitchen, clear at all times. Remove floor clutter, bags, low tables, loose rugs, chargers. Keep lighting even in those paths. Use night lights if needed. Widen walkways by shifting furniture slightly. Even a few inches matters. Practice walking those routes slowly once a day to retrain ease. Every smooth step lowers resistance. Inside and out. 4th, placing mirrors, screens, or reflective surfaces where you sit or rest. It might seem like decor, but your brain tracks reflections, even subconsciously. Mirrors, TV screens, and glossy surfaces in your visual field keep your visual cortex semi-active, especially if they're angled toward you while resting. This activity can prevent your body from entering full parasympathetic state, the one your heart needs most. Simplify your visual space. Remove or cover mirrors near your bed, rest chair, or reading spot. Turn off screens fully, not just dimmed. Choose matte finishes over reflective ones in your rest areas. Add fabric textures or plants to absorb and soften visual input. Keep your resting field of vision clear, warm, and low-detail visual stillness invites cardiac stillness. 5. Living in lighting that never changes. If your lights stay the same from morning to night, same brightness, same temperature, your body loses circadian rhythm cues, and with that loss, hormonal coordination, including cortisol and heart rate variability, weakens. Flat light creates flat physiology, and for a heart that depends on rhythm, this matters. Rebuild light rhythm. Use natural daylight in the morning. Sit near windows if possible. Gradually reduce light intensity through the day. Switch to amber or warm tone lamps in the evening. Dim overhead lights 1 to 2 hours before bed. Try 1 hour of minimal light at night. Even just candles or soft lamps. Your heart beats in rhythm. Your lighting should too. Which of these space corrections will you try first? Leave a comment. Your choice might help someone else realize what's been quietly exhausting their heart. Like this video if one shift made your home feel more supportive. And subscribe, because in Part 3, we'll explore how conversations, voice tone, and the pace of your thoughts affect your circulation. And what to do when your mind races, but your body can't follow. Part 3. The way you speak, think, and stay silent. And how it affects a failing heart. You may be sitting still. You may not be rushing. But if your words feel tight, or your voice feels heavy, or you go whole days without speaking at all, your heart still notices. Because your voice, your thoughts, and your silence are not just mental or emotional. They're physiological. Your vocal cords, diaphragm, chest muscles, and breath are all connected directly to your heart. And after 60, when the heart is more sensitive, these connections matter more than ever. Let's explore 5 daily vocal and mental habits that may be placing subtle stress on your heart, and what to do instead. 1. Suppressing the urge to sigh or exhale fully. Many people, especially in quiet moments, stop themselves from sighing. It might feel dramatic or embarrassing, but a suppressed sigh is often a suppressed regulation response. Sighing isn't a weakness. It's your nervous system trying to reset. let your breath speak. When you feel tension rise, let yourself sigh audibly. Slowly. Practice 1 or 2 long relief exhales after phone calls or tasks. Use a gentle ah or sound on the exhale to soften chest tension. Don't hold back the natural yawn-sigh blend. It's deeply restorative. After you sigh, pause. Feel the drop. Every full exhale tells your heart. You can lower the pressure now. 2. Speaking in a tight or clipped voice, especially when being efficient. When we try to get things done, we often shorten our speech. Fewer words, sharper tone. It may feel helpful, but your voice becomes more mechanical, less rhythmic. And rhythm is what calms the heart. Use voice to regulate, not rush. Slow down your speech intentionally, just 5 to 10%. Use full sentences instead of clipped responses, even when alone. Add gentle inflection, rising and falling tone, to keep vocal flow natural. Avoid layering tasks with speech. Don't talk while rushing. Speak to yourself with warmth. Your heart hears the difference. If your voice tightens, your chest often does too. 3. Going long periods without speaking at all. Some people go nearly the whole day without using their voice. No conversations, no reading aloud, no humming, just silence. While rest is good, complete vocal inactivity can reduce lung engagement, limit vagal stimulation, and reduce emotional expressivity, all of which impact cardiovascular tone. Use gentle voice activation. Read 1 paragraph out loud every morning. Hum softly while making tea or walking. Say your thoughts out loud, even once a day, as if talking to a friend. Use your name when addressing yourself. Okay, your name, let's pause. Voice gratitude aloud, even to objects or the space around you. Your voice doesn't need an audience. It just needs air. 4. Thinking in fast, looping, task-based language. Your body may be still, but your thoughts might be racing. What's next? Did I forget something? Should I be doing more? This silent pressure keeps your sympathetic system active. And that means vasoconstriction, faster heart rate, reduced HRV. Slow your internal script. Label rushing thoughts. That's urgency talking. Replace what else with what's enough for now. Add pauses between mental tasks, even 1 full breath. Think in full sentences, not fragments. Picture your thoughts landing on soft ground, not bouncing around. Your thoughts are the tempo, and your heart dances to that beat. 5. Ending the day without a closing phrase or signal. Many people simply drift into bed. No emotional closure, no signal that the day is over. But your brain and heart often stay partially active, scanning, reviewing, bracing for what's next. Give your system an intentional end. Say out loud, the day is done. Nothing more is needed. Place your hand on your chest and breathe with your voice. Soft, now. Turn off lights with a phrase like all off, all calm. Use the same music, scent, or phrase nightly. To build an anchor end with 1 long vocal exhale, soft, audible, unrushed. The heart needs to know. You can rest now. Which of these vocal or mental habits show up in your life? Leave a comment. Your experience may be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Like this video if your voice or thoughts have ever left your chest tight. And subscribe, because in Part 4, we'll look at how your early morning moments, first movements, and first thoughts set the tone for your entire heart rhythm, and how to make those minutes finally work for you. Part 4. How the first hour of your day shapes your heart's load, and 5 gentle corrections for a safer start. The heart doesn't wait for stress. It listens from the moment you wake up, before you even move, before you speak, before you sit up, your body is already scanning the world for signals. Is it safe to begin? Or should we brace? And if your nervous system starts in defense mode, your heart follows. Faster beats, tighter vessels, less adaptability. Most people with heart failure or ischemic heart disease don't realize it's not just what you do in the morning, it's what your body perceives. Let's explore 5 simple corrections to shift your heart's first hour from pressure to restoration. 1. Waking with sudden mental urgency. Many seniors wake up already thinking about tasks, health, or what went wrong yesterday. This creates a cortisol surge within minutes, before you even move. And cortisol tightens your cardiovascular tone before the day has even started. Greet the day with space. Before you open your eyes, say, "Nothing urgent right now." Keep a calming phrase next to your bed. We begin slowly. Delay mental lists. Focus on sensation first, not thoughts. Look around your room before reaching for anything. Let light hit your eyes before letting tasks hit your mind. The first thought sets the beat. Make it gentle. 2. Moving too quickly from lying to standing. A failing heart doesn't regulate blood flow instantly. Jumping from bed to feet can create lightheadedness, chest tension, or subtle cardiovascular stress. Instead of launching into the day, arrive gradually. Create a movement bridge. Linger in bed for 1 to 2 minutes. Do 2 to 3 ankle rolls or gentle leg squeezes. Sit on the edge and breathe slowly before rising. Place feet flat, press gently into the floor. Only stand when your breath feels steady. The body knows how to rise, if you give it time. 3. Using cold, hard surfaces as your first contact. The first sensory input of the day tells your nervous system what kind of world you've entered. And touching cold tiles, harsh fabrics, or metal objects signals, wake up and prepare. But your heart doesn't need preparation. It needs permission to feel supported. Soften your contact. Step into slippers, not onto cold floors. Hold a warm mug before touching your phone. Use a soft towel or robe. Let texture say, ease. Sit in a cushioned chair, not a hard bench. Touch your chest or arms gently as a welcome. The first feeling becomes the foundation. Let it be kindness. 4. Flooding the brain with stimulation. Screens, noise, alerts, emails, news, notifications. Many people expose themselves to thousands of microsignals within the first 15 minutes of the day. Your heart, still recovering from night, suddenly has to process urgency without readiness. Simplify your first input. Keep your phone on airplane mode for the first 30 minutes. Open curtains before opening apps. Listen to silence or soft music instead of news. Let your first interaction be physical. Water, light, or breath. Create a non-input zone to begin your day on your terms. Your system can't regulate if it's reacting. 5. Using force to wake up the body. Many seniors try to get going by stretching hard, moving fast, or activating quickly. But a failing heart often responds better to co-regulation, not stimulation. Waking up is not a task, it's a negotiation. Start the day with permission, not pressure. Use slow, spiraling movements, not sharp stretches. Let your arms float, not pull sway gently while standing or rock side to side. Hum while breathing. Vibration helps vagal tone. Touch your face or chest as you exhale. Like a cue to relax. Your body doesn't need to be pushed. It needs to be invited into motion. Which of these morning habits will you try tomorrow? Leave a comment. You might change someone else's first hour. Like this video if something helped you slow down. And don't forget to subscribe. Because while this series ends here, your journey toward heart relief is just beginning. You don't need a perfect morning. You need a softer one where your heart gets to feel safe. From the very first moment. See you in the next video.